I'm gonna show you how to keep all your stuff organized and so you can perform miracles on the job. Stay tuned. It's very important to stay organized in construction in general. And there's no better way to stay organized than to have a sweet little toolbox or tool bucket to keep all your basic little hand tools. Some people may call this ratty because your contractor is supposed to supply all your tools where I'm from. Almost everything except for your tool belt. But I say, f that. If a jag of some personal cheap hand tools that make me more efficient make me ratty, then so be it. It's gonna make me way more efficient because I know exactly where they are. I am in no way saying to go buy a damn mag drill with bits and then pack that around. That is 100% the contractor's expense. Hands should never be paying for expensive tools. And if you are currently doing that, go join a damn union. The $40 union dues per month is well worth it. Unions bargain every year for higher wages, and they stand up for the men when the contractor is trying to wrong you. I'm just making a little toolbox for my own personal well-being and tolerance for the job, because there's nothing more frustrating than walking 10 floors to get a damn square that you forgot. Anyway, enough ranting, and let's get to fabbing. And before we start fabbing, hit the like button down below and hit the subscribe button down below if you like it so far. Ironworkers, our bolts come in bolt kegs. They come in various sizes, small, medium, or large. After the bolt kegs are empty, you can turn them into an ultimate bolt bucket, like I've made a video about before, and if you haven't seen it, I'll post it up here. Bam! Watch that one after this one. Or you can get a large size and then turn it into a toolbox or tool bucket, like we're gonna do. The main reason why you want a big one is so you can fit your welding hood and leathers in there on top of all your tools. So I can stay more organized with all my stuff. Like I said before, it's extremely important to stay organized in construction. Not a lot of hands out there are organized. If you can stay organized and keep your work area, your buggy, and yourself more organized, you will stand out. And I'm saying stand out in a good way. You will stay working when layoffs come. When work is good, you will get raises because they won't want to lose you. Trust me, I know this firsthand. Anyway, after you've found a good bucket that's not damaged and the lid opens and closes and it's fully functionable, you want to gather some basic hand tools and some gear. You're going to want a little beater or a B&O, a square, a tri-square, some thick manilla rope, or should I say hand line, because ironworkers don't use rope, we use hand line. That's a little fun fact. You'll want a little hook or locking clasp so you can hook it to that rope, and then you're going to use that rope as a handle, and you can use this to hook stuff like to your buggy or anything. 2 cowboys. You don't just want one, because whenever you need one, you'll need another one. So might as well just throw 2 in there. A torpedo, an extra tape, so if yours gets lost or broken, a 4-in-1 screwdriver, a slag axe, a string line, chalk box, a pair of pliers, a little bridgie, mini bowl pin, a striker, an extra pair of glasses, why not? Most importantly, you want to get a combo lock. Not a lock with a key, because if you lose the key, then you have to cut your damn lock like my buddy Jason had to do.
What did you do, Jason?
I lost the key to my bucket.
Welding hood, because I don't want to use somebody else's hood that their face has been all rubbing up on and stuff. That's gross. Some leathers. My contractor actually bought me these leathers when I was full pin wire welding for him. I don't like to reuse other people's leathers because they sweat in them and yeah, just gross. Get new leathers. Extra pair of white oxes because they're the best and you don't want to have no gloves. As you work on a project, you can collect more stuff that you will use for specific tasks. But with these basic tools, you should be able to conquer most tasks. Also, you may want a little organizer to keep small stuff in, like this. In here I have extra welding lens and clear lenses. I have a tip cleaner. I have a Leatherman. Leathermans are always good to have in a pinch. I have a set of Allen wrenches. You always need Allen wrenches when you're welding. I got a little driver. I got a nice die grinder bit because these break all the time in the field. I got numerous different layout tools like scribes and Sharpie. This is actually a Milwaukee ink saw. If you've never used one of these things are bad to the bone. You can lay out in water and dirt and grime. This is way better than a Sharpie. And then I have trustworthy soapstone, because you always need soapstone, and I have a little soapstone holder. I have heat tape, friction tape, electrical tape, and this is more of a specialty item. You don't really need these, but I have a cam gauge for when I'm welding and trying to do like crazy stuff. I got fillet gauges all the way up to 1 inch. I have some extra earplugs because you only get one set of ears in life. I have an extra insulator and some tips. Every time I run through a roll of wire, I always change my tip out. That's a little fun fact. You don't need all this stuff right at the beginning. You'll gather stuff over time. What I just showed you is 8 years of ironwork. So that's what I've gathered over my 8 years worth of buying and receiving stuff from contractors that I've worked hard for. So in return, they buy me tools to make them more money. A bonus thing to have in your bucket is a Bluetooth radio. I use this little DeWalt because it's awesome. This little thing, it bumps and it's durable and it just uses a normal battery. And every contractor has DeWalt wireless batteries. But there's nothing worse than being boomed way up in an aerial lift, welding bent plate or ledger, just continuously. So, to make the time fly by, you can be bumping music. You and your partner, if you have a partner or whatever. But it makes the day go by way better when you got music. You can't always use it, but when you're way up, out of the way, and the general contractor can't even hear you because you're so far up in a 110-foot boom lift way up in the top of a gym, why the hell not bump some music? Other tools that you could add that I didn't mention would be maybe a feather wedge, because feather wedges are always good to have and they can move the damn world. You could put an extra crescent. I don't think that's necessary for me because I always carry a crescent in my back pocket. A crescent in my back pocket and a tape in my front pocket is a recipe for success and work-wise ism. I don't know if that's a word, but I just made it up. One thing I would like to add that I don't have, but I'll gather over time, like I said, is extra headgear parts, because your headgear, after flipping it down and flipping it up a million times, the little springs in there will wear out, so then it'll just drop down on your face all the time, and that's horrible. You don't want that. That just pisses you off. Like I said, this is the most important thing to gather or buy. I'll post a link down in the description, everything I just said, and this. You want to lock up all your stuff so other people don't steal it, and then how are you going to be organized if everybody else has your stuff? Say you take a week off for an unexpected expense, and you come back and all your stuff's gone. If it was locked up, this keeps the honest out. All these tools that I listed down below, you don't have to buy everything at once. You will gather tools over time. Companies will buy tools for you. If you are doing something job specific, something that you need a specialty tool, they will buy it. And your bucket will change over time. As the job transitions from the erection stage at the very beginning to the finished punch list at the very end. Now, you could just grab all your tools that you've gathered and throw them in your bucket and call it good. Screw it. Or you can gather some U-bolts from extra Crosby's on the job site, or visit your local auto parts store and get some exhaust U-bolts, so you can drill some holes in your bucket and mount those U-bolts on the inside for hangers. So all your stuff can be easily accessible. And you will be even more efficient, because when you need a tool, it'll be hanging there and you can just grab it. Not on the bottom of your bucket underneath everything, so you gotta dump everything out like a freaking Joe. So you can get your torpedo level to plumb up a little counter support. Again, organization is extremely important. You'll be more efficient and save time, which saves seconds, and seconds turn into minutes, and minutes turn into man hours. And if you save man hours, you are more valuable to the company, the contractor will like it, and in return, you will get paid more money per hour. It's just how the cycle works. It's just the cycle of life. Strive for excellence. Strive to be the best. Don't just be an average Joe. You are a professional ironworker. Let's get to fabbing and make this bucket work-wise. said before, you want to make a handle for this bad boy. So make sure at the beginning you consider where to mount your handle. So get some U-bolts and eye splice your thick manila hand line to it. If you don't know how to eye splice a 3-laid rope, I'll post a link up here, bow, and I'll show you. Also, it's extremely important that you make your handle long enough so you can put it on your shoulder so you can carry it from point to point. Or you can hang it up inside your buggy like me and Jason are doing in this video right here. Bow.
Tug it, tug it, tug it, tug it.
Damn old welder sled.
We got tow and welder certs. Yeehaw!
We were carrying our bucket from point to point, from floor to floor, efficiently, carrying our welder and everything in our buggy, and even towed our welder behind our lift so it could fit in the Alamac so we could go up floors and do all the miscellaneous little tasks. You want to make sure to mount 2 eye bolts on the outside of the bucket in order to mount your handle. You need to have 4 nuts per U-bolt. Your first nut you run way inside, and then you put it through the bucket, and then you grab your second set of nuts and then make it tight and pinch it in between the bucket, if that makes sense. Like such. I'm using a step bit to make easy work out of making the holes a little bigger or smaller as I go, because every U-bolt is a little bit different diameter size and I don't want to swap out for a million different bits. If I just use a step bit, I can get different sizes with ease. here will make you stand out. And you won't be as frustrated at work. That's like a win-win. You won't be as frustrated because you don't have to look for a stupid tool miles away on the other side of the job site, because everything you need, for the most part, will be right here on you. Slap some stickers on your bucket. Make your bucket yours. Take your time. Make sure to buy quality tools that's gonna last, so you don't have to just buy them after they break. American made. Our industry we work in is rough on tools. This can be your very own ultimate ironworker tool bucket that'll make you more valuable on the job site. Hit the like button down below if you enjoy this video, and if you want to have more ironworker videos like this, because the more likes I get, the bigger the channel will get, and I can do giveaways and make this channel explode. And before you get off YouTube, watch this video right here that I did, and this video right here. Hit that subscribe button right here in the middle. Ba-bow! Make sure if you have any questions, comment down below. Work safe out there. Thanks for watching. Yeehaw. Later.